Kings of Regional Cage Fighting return June 6th at Valley Forge Casino Resort. Don't miss Art of War 48. In the main event, Ian Austin defends the light heavyweight world title against Chris Renwick. Then a legend returns as Ben Moser meets Cole Cameron. Plus, Isaac Kent makes his Art of War debut against Tyler Kirkpatrick. Wild Mike Kennedy returns to face Ali Omar. And Brandon Bohannon is back to face a ferocious Christian Carlo. Isaiah the Milkman Herring collides with Justice Cheatham for the Amateur Middleweight Championship. Chris Molina faces Anthony Bernieri. Sean Connor meets Bilal Khan. RJ Simple faces Ethan Kane. Isaac Montano rumbles Sean Casey. Stephen Dimitrick faces Fernando Fora Jr. Fidel Raposo squares off with Moses Miller. Daniel Pedalino fights Alan Perez. And Jimmy Bruno faces Henry Dakina. Art of War Cage Fighting 48. The best show of the summer goes down June 6th at Valley Forge Casino Resort. Catch it live or worldwide on pay-per-view via the StarFund app.
Broken heart is all I left. I'm still fixing all the cracks. Lost a couple of pieces when I carried it, carried it, carried it.
The Kings of Regional Cage Fighting return June 6th at Valley Forge Casino Resort. Don't miss Art of War 48. In the main event, Ian Austin defends the light heavyweight world title against Chris Renwick. Then a legend returns as Ben Moser meets Cole Cameron. Plus, Isaac Kent makes his Art of War debut against Tyler Kirkpatrick. Wild Mike Kennedy returns to face Ali Omar. And Brandon Bohannon is back to face a ferocious Christian Carlo. Isaiah the Milkman Herring collides with Justice Cheatham for the Amateur Middleweight Championship. Chris Molina faces Anthony Bernieri. Sean Connor meets Bilal Khan. RJ Simple faces Ethan Kane. Isaac Montano rumbles Sean Casey. Stephen Dimitrick faces Fernando Fora Jr. Fidel Raposo squares off with Moses Miller. Daniel Pedalino fights Alan Perez. And Jimmy Bruno faces Henry Dakina. Art of War Cage Fighting 48. The best show of the summer goes down June 6th at Valley Forge Casino Resort. Catch it live or worldwide on pay-per-view via the StarFund app.
Broken heart is all I left. I'm still fixing all the cracks. Lost a couple of pieces when I carried it, carried it, carried it.
The Kings of Regional Cage Fighting return June 6th at Valley Forge Casino Resort. Don't miss Art of War 48. In the main event, Ian Austin defends the light heavyweight world title against Chris Renwick. Then a legend returns as Ben Moser meets Cole Cameron. Plus, Isaac Kent makes his Art of War debut against Tyler Kirkpatrick. Wild Mike Kennedy returns to face Ali Omar. And Brandon Bohannon is back to face a ferocious Christian Carlo. Isaiah the Milkman Herring collides with Justice Cheatham for the Amateur Middleweight Championship. Chris Molina faces Anthony Bernieri. Sean Connor meets Bilal Khan. RJ Simple faces Ethan Kane. Isaac Montano rumbles Sean Casey. Stephen Dimitrick faces Fernando Fora Jr. Fidel Raposo squares off with Moses Miller. Daniel Pedalino fights Alan Perez. And Jimmy Bruno faces Henry Dakina. Art of War Cage Fighting 48. The best show of the summer goes down June 6th at Valley Forge Casino Resort. Catch it live or worldwide on pay-per-view via the StarFund app.
Broken heart is all I left. I'm still fixing all the cracks. Lost a couple of pieces when I carried it, carried it, carried it.
The Kings of Regional Cage Fighting return June 6th at Valley Forge Casino Resort. Don't miss Art of War 48. In the main event, Ian Austin defends the light heavyweight world title against Chris Renwick. Then a legend returns as Ben Moser meets Cole Cameron. Plus, Isaac Kent makes his Art of War debut against Tyler Kirkpatrick. Wild Mike Kennedy returns to face Ali Omar. And Brandon Bohannon is back to face a ferocious Christian Carlo. Isaiah the Milkman Herring collides with Justice Cheatham for the amateur middleweight championship. Chris Molina faces Anthony Bernieri. Sean Connor meets Bilal Khan. RJ Simple faces Ethan Kane. Isaac Montano rumbles Sean Casey. Stephen Dimitrick faces Fernando Fora Jr. Fidel Raposo squares off with Moses Miller. Daniel Pedalino fights Alan Perez. And Jimmy Bruno faces Henry Dakina. Art of War Cage Fighting 48. The best show of the summer goes down June 6th at Valley Forge Casino Resort. Catch it live or worldwide on pay-per-view via the StarFund app.
Broken heart is all I left. I'm still fixing all the cracks. Lost a couple of pieces when I carried it, carried it, carried it. I'm afraid of all I am. My mind feels like a foreign land. Silence ringing inside my head. Please carry me, carry me, carry me home. I've spent all of the love I saved. We were always in the same game. Small town girl in a big arcade.
The Kings of Regional Cage Fighting return June 6th at Valley Forge Casino Resort. Don't miss Art of War 48. In the main event, Ian Austin defends the light heavyweight world title against Chris Renwick. Then a legend returns as Ben Moser meets Cole Cameron. Plus, Isaac Kent makes his Art of War debut against Tyler Kirkpatrick. Wild Mike Kennedy returns to face Ali Omar. And Brandon Bohannon is back to face a ferocious Christian Carlo. Isaiah the Milkman Herring collides with Justice Cheatham for the amateur middleweight championship. Chris Molina faces Anthony Bernieri. Sean Connor meets Bilal Khan. RJ Simple faces Ethan Kane. Isaac Montano rumbles Sean Casey. Stephen Dimitrick faces Fernando Fora Jr. Fidel Raposo squares off with Moses Miller. Daniel Pedalino fights Alan Perez. And Jimmy Bruno faces Henry Dakina. Art of War Cage Fighting 48. The best show of the summer goes down June 6th at Valley Forge Casino Resort. Catch it live or worldwide on pay-per-view via the StarFund app.
Broken heart is all I left. I'm still fixing all the cracks. Lost a couple of pieces when I carried it, carried it, carried it.
The Kings of Regional Cage Fighting return June 6th at Valley Forge Casino Resort. Don't miss Art of War 48. In the main event, Ian Austin defends the light heavyweight world title against Chris Renwick. Then a legend returns as Ben Moser meets Cole Cameron. Plus, Isaac Kent makes his Art of War debut against Tyler Kirkpatrick. Wild Mike Kennedy returns to face Ali Omar. And Brandon Bohannon is back to face a ferocious Christian Carlo. Isaiah the Milkman Herring collides with Justice Cheatham for the Amateur Middleweight Championship. Chris Molina faces Anthony Bernieri. Sean Connor meets Bilal Khan. RJ Sipple faces Ethan Kane. Isaac Montano rumbles Sean Casey. Stephen Dimitrick faces Fernando Fora Jr. Fidel Raposo squares off with Moses Miller. Daniel Pedalino fights Alan Perez. And Jimmy Bruno faces Henry Dakina. Art of War Cage Fighting 48. The best show of the summer goes down June 6th at Valley Forge Casino Resort. Catch it live or worldwide on pay-per-view via the StarFund app.
Broken heart is all I left. I'm still fixing all the cracks. Lost a couple of pieces when I carried it, carried it, carried it.
Welcome, fight fans, to Art of War Cage Fighting 48 pre-fight show. They also call it the Bob Meloni Show. And I'm the host, and I'm honored tonight to be joined by Colonel Lucretia Merkel. Listen, I'm going to be in the cage later calling people champions, but really, the most decorated and truest champion of the night is my guest tonight. Lucretia is from the Air Force. She's made a career of it, and they're here in full force tonight. Lucretia, welcome.
Thank you.
You've been here for a few minutes now. Tell me about how everybody is feeling about the atmosphere in the fight game. I know you're a fan of it, but how's it been so far?
I feel the energy. Like, I'm so excited to be here. My team's excited to be here. So, like, I'm almost ready to go in the ring myself. Like, this is great.
I love it. Well, listen, before you and I talk about the fight itself, we're going to talk a little bit about the Air Force because, first of all, thank you for your service. Listen, you've dedicated your life to making this country safe so that we can be here having fun. Listen, we feel safe because we have the best military in the world, and you're a huge part of that. I know that you've been in, like you said, since 8 years old, you've wanted to chase this dream, and you've done it. You've made it your life, and very honorable. I just want to say thank you again for everybody for making this country the safest in the world.
Absolutely.
I'm very proud to be here with you. Listen, if you see her bio, man, you have no idea. You have done so much good in this world. It's amazing. And like I said, I have goosebumps. When they told me I was going to be interviewing her, I had the goosebumps because really, this is a woman who has really done some amazing things in her life, and she's not done yet.
No, I'm not done yet.
She's not done yet, but we're going to ask her a few questions because they're here. Listen, if you want to join the Air Force and you want to get involved in the military, that's why I'm going to ask her some things. Follow along here, and she's going to tell you, what you have to do to keep this country going and being safe as possible. So
absolutely.
Listen, there's a lot of people here that are out here grinding every day, trying to get better, whether it's in the gym or their life. When it comes to the Air Force, what really matters the most?
I say it comes down to attitude. And if you're hungry, you're disciplined, and you want to do something bigger than yourself, like, come join us. Come join us. Excellent. We could teach you the skills that you need.
We've got fighters, competitors, people pushing themselves. What kind of person actually thrives in the Air Force?
Just someone that's willing to want to do more, and they're willing to work for it. Ones that come in every day and wanting to improve, not just in the gym, but just in life.
Awesome. Now, when we talk about the next level, like actual special warfare in Air Force, that's elite, high-level, intensity, real challenge. What kind of person is drawn to that path?
Basically, someone that wants to do something that's changing, that's chasing a challenge. So those are like most elite folks in the Air Force. And so if you got what it takes to do something to test yourself, to challenge yourself, special warfare is what you want to do.
Well, that sounds like a different level entirely. I mean, you're talking about that's like wanting to risk your life and also go save other people. So
absolutely.
That's just crazy. And like, obviously there's much more than just special warfare involved here. For someone watching this thinking like, that sounds like me, how would they actually get started?
So basically talk to a recruiter. We're here in uniform actually here. So just come talk to us and we'll go through it step by step. And if that's something you want to do, and we'll get you started.
Well, say they come up to you and then they start that and they want to step into that process. What are they going to be tested on early?
So we get a baseline of pull-ups, push-ups, sit-ups, and a 2-mile run. So you don't have to be perfect. You just have to show up ready to work.
Okay, well, someone who's willing to take that on, that challenge, what's waiting for them on the other side?
So, I mean, it's an elite team. You're going to have high-level training opportunities that most people do not get. So we also have signing bonuses and specialized missions that you go on.
Well, but the bottom line is, why do people choose that path? I mean, is it something inside of them? Why do they choose that path?
They basically want to push themselves, and they want to be surrounded by people that will push them to the next level. So, I mean, you're around an elite company, and so you really are the best of the best.
And we were talking about the special warfare, but not everyone's chasing that physical side. Some people are more wired for tech, intelligence, and the future of warfare. Where do they fit in? Because obviously teamwork has got to play a big part. Not everybody can be out there, with the weapons, and not everybody's a pilot. You need a whole team. So, where do they fit in?
So both the Air Force and Space Force are, they lead the way. They lead a charge in that. And so whether it's, Air Force cyber or intelligence, protecting our global networks, or Space Force we're dominating in space right now. So we need those sharp minds if they want to operate in at the absolute edge. So cutting edge of technology and everything else. That we have anything for everybody.
Well, for people that are here tonight, and even people maybe watching on our on YouTube or our Starfund app, what's their next move?
So, like I said, we'll talk to an Air Force recruiter. Like I said, we'll go through the process step by step, and we'll see what path is best fits to you. And so we'll get you started. So, like I said, I've been part of this team for over 25 years, and so it's a great way of life. And you asked me how much longer. I don't know, 5 to 10 years probably, that window. I'm still having fun, making that positive difference. So I'm going to keep going.
Let's talk about how it blends with the fight game, because I do see some similarities, whereas, you need a team like that. But I say, how are you guys? Do you get a lot of interest out there? They have a booth here set up with pull-ups, and I see a lot of people going over. How has that been? Do you people seem interested? I know it could be scary to military because, you're moving away from home. You're dedicating your life to, the country somewhat, and it's got to be scary. But how has that been? Have you getting a lot of people that show positivity out there?
Yes, absolutely. You still have folks that are, patriotic. We have folks that, come in for the benefits that we have. Medical care, educational opportunities. So everybody has their reasons why they want to come in. And so, it's exciting to see, those positive trends of people wanting to come in, wanting to serve, wanting to do something bigger than themselves. And so, I love seeing the folks coming in.
Well, listen, let's talk about as a woman, as a female.
Yes.
This is basically a male-dominated field, mostly, not all, but you have obviously worked hard to get where you're at. Talk to me a little bit about bringing more females in and how has that been? I know you're a big-time recruiter. You're one of the greatest recruiters in the world. And I know that you're recruiting everybody, men and women. Is there good places for women? What can they do?
Yeah, but for me, continue on like I've been doing is like you can't be what you can't see. And so I want to be that positive role model. Like you can do this. You have that potential. You just need to believe in yourself and be disciplined. Have a great support network, and just be confident in what you're doing. There's a place for everyone.
Awesome. Well, let's talk about the fights. You said that you're an MMA fan. Your
Yes.
daughter trains Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Sure
When I saw
does.
that, I was like throwing my fist in the air. So tell me a little bit about how you started liking mixed martial arts and maybe who got you attracted, who was some of your favorite fighters or some moments or something that, made you a fan.
I don't know. I love sports, and so my husband introduced me to mixed martial arts, and so just watching it. It's a sport, and so I love sports. I love because it's discipline, it's teamwork, and it's like family, and so enjoy watching it. Some of my favorite fighters, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. He's from South Carolina, which is my home state. Also watching Ronda Rousey, Miesha Tate. The women in there dominating. I love it.
No, what I wanted to ask you is, when you guys have like training, like physical training, like self-defense and things like that, do you guys incorporate any mixed martial arts? Do you ever have anybody come in? How does that work? Because obviously it's not just you work on the physical part of the military too. You've got to be in shape. Do you
Right.
guys train any of that type of stuff?
We don't do a whole lot of it. We do a little bit in training, like whether it's basic training or whether like officer training. Not a whole lot. Not like, other branches do their things, but, Special Warfare does a little bit of it as well. But I think we should get more into it, but we don't do a whole lot of it.
Well, you know what? We're here tonight. We're going to have to make some connections.
Yeah,
because
we will.
I know a lot of
Let's bring it.
I know a lot of people in the sport, have the respect like we do for the military. So I'd love to see that. I know a lot of fighters, a lot of gym owners. They do that with the local police. You know what I mean? It's a little bit different when you got a military base. Obviously, there's more. More to get in there. You can't just go knocking on the door.
No, you can't. No, you can't. It's all about relationships for sure.
Well, listen, once again, we are joined by Colonel Lucretia Merkel and Colonel in the Air Force, and I want to just say thank you so much for giving us some of your time, and thanks again for doing what you do. It's so necessary. She's out there recruiting and helping us feel safe, and everybody who's home watching the fights today, give a big shout out, stand up and clap your hands. I'm so happy to have all these military. You're going to see uniforms throughout the night in here. They're going to be handling the national anthem, and it's just an awesome thing, and nothing but positivity. MMA and military go together. Lucretia, thank you again for spending time.
Thank you so much for having us. Absolutely.
Absolute pleasure. I hope we get to see you again, and we're really looking forward to this relationship for a long time because there's nothing better than the military and nothing more respectful. Once again, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Appreciate your support.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, Lucretia is going to go grab a seat over there and watch the rest of the fight. Oh, wait, no, we got Deb and Mike Bickings want to come in. You want to put the headset back on here. You put this on, Lucretia. Here you go. Look.
I'm going to put this around you.
Oh, look at this.
In celebration of our partnership with the United States Air Force, which we are extremely happy about. We love our military. Our national anthem is sacred to us. My wife stops at the door every time.
You know, I don't know if you heard the opening, Mike, but I said the most decorated champion in the house tonight is Lucretia Merkel. So
Absolutely.
This is fitting.
There's
We're
your
putting a belt around her waist because she is a champion. She's a champion in life.
I want to say thank you so much, Lucretia.
Thank you very much.
All right, thanks again. That was an honor. Listen, man, I tell you what, I got the goosebumps. Goosebumps. You want to get in here, Deb? All right. Oh, okay. Awesome. All right, let's get a picture. Hold that front, Deb. Look at this. Look at this. Appreciate your military. Like I said, man, they're out there fighting, dedicating their lives so that we can be here having some fun. And this is just totally awesome. What a great night. It's the best Bob Meloni show, best pre-fight show we ever had. Honestly, listen, we're pro-military, pro-police here, and we wouldn't have it any other way, man. What an honor. The champ is in the house. Pretty soon we are going to be joined, too, on tonight's card. We're going to talk about the fights. We got Professor Jeff Cressman and Justice the Ruckus Cheatham coming up. They're going to throw on the headphones over here.
I'm going to grab my phone.
Yeah.
I hate being on camera, and I've already given you how much more of my time I typically do.
Oh, hop in here, my man. Justice, throw that on.
I feel like my stuff's going to.
All right. Hey, listen, so we're going from the military to some more good stuff right here. We have Coach Jeff Cressman from Power Half Wrestling and MMA and old OG. And happy birthday, Jeff.
Thank you, brother.
It's Jeff's 45th birthday today, my handsome little brother. And listen, his protege is Justice the Ruckus Cheatham. Justice has a 3-0 record. He's still fighting as an amateur. He's working his way up. He's fighting for the middleweight Art of War championship tonight. First of all, how you feeling, man? We just had the military come out. You guys train. Listen, their establishment is right across the street from the Fort Dix Air Force Base, so
Yes,
I thought it was just fitting to have these guys on after we had Lucretia Merkel on. How's it? Listen, talk to me a little bit. Do you guys get guys from the Air Force Base over there? Do you have a military feel at the base?
Definitely. Our facility is packed with all different. I mean, it's a training base, so there's Air Force, Army, Marines, everybody's there, Navy. It's a joint base, so we get a lot of our students from there.
Justice, how about you? You see these guys come in? Do you get to work with them, talk with them about the military a little bit?
Oh yeah, they come in. They got a great work ethic. They're really cool guys. They're really great to have in the gym. It's awesome. You get to ask
We
them
got
about
a
some
bunch
of
of
their
them over there.
experiences. Oh yeah, we got a crowd in here tonight.
I love it. I love it. Hey,
military
listen,
guys.
we were comparing because the military, listen, you need a team. You know, the military is a big team, and just like you guys need a team, you need guys in there to help you get better.
Yes.
Talk to me a little bit about Coach. You know, I know that he's super proud of you. I know he works hard
sir.
for you. And talk to me a little bit about your relationship with Jeff and, how that relates to you coming tonight, getting in the cage, fighting for your first title.
Oh man, he's awesome. I wouldn't be here without him. He does everything for us. Every step of the way, he tells me everything what to do. You just got to put in the work. You know what I mean? He's great.
Well, Justice, you're only 20 years old, so the future is really 20, right?
22.
22. Listen,
Yep.
You're still young for this sport.
Yes, sir.
You got into it late. I know you were a great athlete growing up. So, what made you fall in love with fighting?
I just believe it's the ultimate level of competition. It encompasses, it takes everything into account. You know what I mean? So I feel like once you get the belt in this, you can't be beat anywhere else. You know what I mean?
Jeff, when Justice first came in and the first time you saw him, listen, this dude is a good look. He looked like he'd either be a model or a football player. What did you
making his
think
head
when you first saw him? What did you think?
I thought, man, that guy's tall. That was the first thing that came to my head. But I thought with his reach and everything, I knew he was going to be really good with striking. Then he started telling me he played football in college. Then he was telling me he wrestled in high school. I said, this guy's got potential. I was just teasing him the other day, telling him about how when he first started, he's a quiet guy. He doesn't say that much. But when he would come into the gym, he wouldn't say anything the whole class. We tried to joke with him, get him to talk. He wouldn't say nothing. Then all of a sudden, after class, he would just start ripping my brain with a million questions every single day. He still does. He still hits me up, like texts me, calls me, just asking questions. I knew that he was a sponge. I knew that he was an athlete. I knew he had the ability to do something great. He showed it in the gym. Everybody comes in saying they want to fight. Countless. Everybody says, I want to fight, I want to fight, I want to fight. I say, don't tell me you want to fight. Show me you want to fight. This guy 100% shows me he wants to fight. He's constantly learning. Every fight, he's a different fighter. He changes, he grows, he evolves, and that's what you need in this sport, and he's, in my opinion, he's in the next level.
Well, listen, you started young, like his age. You were training. You're an old school guy, so obviously, also you're a father and a husband. So growing up and going through the fight game, you know how much more important it is than just training. Have you taken pride and helped that part of the mental? Because listen, now that you're 45, you're not fighting, but obviously there's more than you can give to him than just the training, the mental part, the emotional part, advice and life, things like that. I know you take that seriously. Talk to me a little bit about that, because it's not just justice. That's what these gyms are. Listen, MMA is a lifestyle. It's a family. So talk to me a little bit about that. Like you said, you got to love that he's a sponge.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing, and why I do what I do. I work a busy day job, and I teach every single day on top of it with my wife and my kids. And the thing I try to instill in everybody is that you have the ability to do way more than you think you can. We do that by visualization. We do that by trying to, everything from the smells of the room. Like he walked in yesterday and he says, there's the smell. Like he knew what the triggers, it's like Pavlov's dogs, like it's time to fight. And we talk about that constantly. Even the walkout music, everything that we pick, we do it for the mental edge of it. Like he said, like if you can accomplish in MMA, what you can do, even if you're not a fighter, you just want to go out and train just as a hobbyist, it shows you that you have the ability to do way more than you possibly can. My logo for the Cressman MMA logo, I'm Power Half Wrestling Academy, but we're, they're affiliated under me, Cressman MMA. I kept that just so I could keep my logo up on the wall, which is a phoenix. You rise from your ashes. My motto is die today, live tomorrow. And I don't even have to ask the class. As soon as I say die today, they all know to say live tomorrow to me. They know it. It's just everything here is to break you down, to build you back up, to make you stronger. So it's a huge thing, and it's what makes this guy an animal. He's lived a life. He's done a lot of things. He's been through it, and it's just to make him stronger today.
Well, Justice, it's great not just having the confidence and the belief in yourself, but having the belief in your coach is going to give you the right advice, that he's going to point you in the right direction, that he's not just trying to use you to get his name out there. So that's got to be a warm feeling inside. Talk to me also about your family, because, listen, when I can't even imagine if my kid came and he said, hey, you know what, I'm going to go fight, and, obviously you don't want your kids to get hurt, but talk to me a little bit about that, about the family thing. I know they support you, but obviously in the beginning there had to be some mixed feelings.
I mean, just start off, the unreal support system. They're amazing.
It's amazing.
I have a good crowd here tonight. A lot of that is family and friends, and they're here selling tickets for me, trying to get their friends to come watch me and support me, texting me different stuff like, oh, you should do this. Oh, he's this tall. Da, 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 da. I'm like, listen, we got that handled. But as far as just starting off, I mean, number one person would be my mom. She was worried, but once she saw that I had my first smoker, it was no problem. I knocked him around. I barely got hit. She had no problem after that. My dad was like, hell yeah, son. He finally realized what it was. You know what I mean? So,
hey, listen, it probably makes them super proud. Listen, let's talk about this fight tonight. We're talking about other things. Man. Listen, you're fighting Isaiah the Milkman Herring. Listen, he's older than you. He's been around the sport. He trains at a great school. He has more experience than you. He's also come up a little bit in weight to fight you. Talk to me a little bit about this matchup as far as him. Do you think he's going to want to stand with you? He has more experience on the ground than you. How do you see, this fight as, I don't want you to give away any of your game plan, but this is also going to be your first advanced Amis here. There's no shin pads. Mm-hmm. You're going to 3-minute rounds, so you're going up in that. Tell me a little bit about how you feel about this matchup. First you, and then we'll go to Coach.
I feel good. We know he's going to mix it up a little bit, so I just got to control the pace, do everything I've been doing a million times over. Keep level-headed, use speed, power, precision, everything, and just make it my fight, my time to shine. It's my belt. I'm coming to take it.
Jeff, listen, this is early on in his career, so there is film on an opponent, and as you go advancing your career, there's going to be more and more film. There's going to be more critique on your opponents. You know, how did you attack this? You know, you just going in there and saying, listen, we're going to go in there and do what we got to do and adjust from there. How did you know? And this is for the first belt. No, we can say, listen, an amateur, we can say, oh, it's a learning. It's easy to say that. It's easy for me to say that over here. No fighter wants to lose. So obviously, even though it's a learning experience, you still want to go in there and find a way to win.
I'm a big film watcher. I watch everybody's fights as much as I can. I'm really good at stalking people. I find footage that isn't even out there, really. But the big thing is that we know. I really look at his fights. Like, even now, it's great for me that he has film footage, because I don't care. I mean, he's 3-0 right now. He got multiple knockdowns. He does all this stuff. He's got submission wins. He's great on the ground. But I watch for holes in his game as well, and I see that's what they're basing their camp off of. And so I think about what they're doing wrong, I mean, what he did wrong in the fight. They're going to try to capitalize on that in the ring. So I look for that to fill in the holes. I see the patterns that they do in their fights, and that's what I break down and say, this is what they're probably going to do, and we're going to fight our fight the way we need to do it, but we got to pay attention to these things. He listens really well. Even in the ring, he listens to what I'm saying. He listens to what I'm saying in between rounds. We have a really great game plan for the night, and I know he's going to execute. You know, I'm really confident in him.
Well, he's a big guy. Have you had trouble getting guys his size? I mean, we were talking about how the sport, as far as finding fights in the regional area, the smaller guys seem to be dominant, a lot more of them in volume. He's a big guy. He's got it, and obviously you don't want him to be the biggest dog in the room. Have you been able to find some bodies for him?
Luckily enough, we have some bigger guys in the gym, but I'm friends with a lot of gym. I'm a part of Carlos Catania Jiu-Jitsu Association. We have people from all over. I bring guys in for them, the high-level blue belts and high-level purple belts and brown belts. We bring in a lot of top-level wrestlers. You know, we are a wrestling academy, so we do have a lot of D1 and guys working in the gym with us. And, you know, they give him the work that he needs. You know, we've definitely prepared for him with that going in mind.
Awesome. Listen, best of skills to you tonight.
Thank you,
I've called a bunch of Isaiah's fights. Got a lot of respect for him. He's training over at the Forge with the Dawkins brothers, Forge MMA. So we got two great schools. And listen, you do your homework, man. You do your homework. Still, I got to talk to everybody. But anyway, Jeff, thanks again for your contributions to the sport through the years. This guy's like a brother to me. Really, he's always looking out for everybody. He's just a friend to the sport. Brilliant mind, a great person. Happy birthday. Hope you're celebrating wildly afterwards and get home safe. And we're going to cut this now, and we're going to go back to you guys and get ready for the card. Order it up on Star Fund. We got 13 fights, 5 pro fights. This card is stacked. The Bickings team is bringing it to you hot and heavy tonight, baby. Let's go.